Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and if you're looking for ideas on what to make for dinner, you've clicked on the right video because I'm making stuffed sweet potatoes. They're loaded with roasted corn, black beans, and chipotle flavor, and they're not only delicious, they're actually healthy. So if that sounds like a winning recipe to you, go ahead and click that subscribe button and let's get cooking. I've been making these stuffed sweet potatoes for years and years, but I want to real quickly give credit to the original author because I was able to track them down, and that's Pinch of Yum. So big thank you to them because I love this so much. Anyway, here's what you're going to need. You'll need 3 sweet potatoes, half a white or yellow onion finely chopped. The recipe calls for 1 ounce cream cheese, but I actually go with 2. You'll need 2 tablespoons butter, a 1/4 cup of sour cream, some grated cheddar cheese. I have no idea how much this is, but just figure enough to cover each one of your potatoes. I just happen to really love cheese. You'll need 1 can of whole kernel corn, 1 can of black beans, 2 to 3 chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. This is what it comes in case you've never bought them before. You'll need 1 teaspoon salt, and then whatever Mexican seasonings you'd like. For me, that's cumin and chili powder. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees and bake the sweet potatoes for about 50 minutes to an hour because these are a pretty big size. While they're baking, I'll heat up a cast iron skillet over the stove, leaving it ungreased. Then I'm going to take a can of corn, drain all the liquid, and then take it a step further and pat it dry as best I can with paper towels. You want the corn kernels to be as dry as possible when you put them to roast in the skillet. I'll season the corn with salt, cumin, and chili powder. Just put as much or as little as you like and then leave it alone. Do not stir so that the kernels get charred. After a few minutes, you can flip the corn over a little bit and leave it alone again so it roasts on the other side. Continue doing this for about 10 to 15 minutes until it looks like this, and then you can take the roasted corn and set it aside. Now take your chopped onion and saute it in about a tablespoon of butter. Once the onion is translucent, take it off the stove and set it aside. Then take your can of black beans, rinse and strain them over the sink, and set them aside as well. Then mince 2 to 3 chipotle peppers. This is going to give a wonderful flavor to your sweet potatoes, but I gotta warn you, be careful with this. I once made the mistake of adding too many, thinking, oh, what's a few more gonna do? Well, I ended up ruining the recipe because it was fire. None of us could even enjoy it. So, when it comes to chili, I like to know that it's there, but I don't like it to overpower a dish. You definitely don't want to cause anyone pain. So again, only 2 or 3 of these peppers. Once your sweet potatoes are fully cooked, take them out of the oven and let them cool for a few minutes. Then you can slice them down the middle and remove all the flesh, placing it in a large mixing bowl. You'll want to be careful to leave the skins intact because you're going to be reusing them, just like you would a twice-baked potato. Next, you add the cream cheese to your sweet potatoes and the sour cream and start mixing. I like to use my electric mixer, but you can also do this by hand. Add in your minced chipotle and a teaspoon of salt. And when that's fully mixed, you can add in the black beans, the roasted corn, and the sautéed onion. At this point, you'll want to mix by hand so you can do so gently. Now we take that delicious mixture and fill our potato skins. And you can be generous with this because there's usually more than enough. It looks so good. In fact, while you're doing this, take a fork and just taste a little bit And tell me if it doesn't blow your mind. Wow. Now we top it all off with some grated cheddar cheese and put it back in the oven another 5 to 10 minutes, just long enough for the cheese to melt. Ooh, look at that. That is beautiful. Now I just gotta let them cool. You can serve this as a side dish, but really this is a meal all on its own. I mean, look how big that is. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. And that's still a little bit hot. You can see by the cheese there. You know, I have had this a million times, but it wows me every single time. I love sweet potato, but then you make it creamy, and you add the chipotle, the roasted corn, the black beans, and of course all this melted cheese. And it just really is one of my favorite fall recipes. I really hope you try it. Thanks so much for checking out my video. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll be posting more recipes perfect for fall in the coming weeks, so be sure to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell. You can also follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.